Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Dior, and this is Middara on Tabletop Simulator. Oh boy! All right, so let's go ahead and dive right into this and hit the initiative. Okay, Living Oblation goes first. I could use a pager if I want to. I kind of want to use a pager. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I actually want it to. I don't want it to summon because it's going to summon a Viscera Aramid, essentially an LFE. So I'm going to go ahead and pop a pager. And we're going to just put... we got a few ways we can handle this. I can either put the Living Oblation in the very back, or I can send in Justice. Yeah, let's put Justice in the front. And see what we can make happen here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So go right there. Actually, no, we'll stick to the original. And give me one moment. Sorry about that. Let's just check the messages. Okay, so yeah, Damocles is going to go first now, because we want Living Oblation in the back. And we'll see what happens. So I'm going to spend a stamina to move. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Check out the blue totem. Just going to rip that band-aid right off. 2 Blighted Guardians emerge from the darkness, spawn a Blighted Guardian on the space of token occupied, then spawn a Blighted Guardian on north side of tile UM32. So this is 32 here. So this is going to add Blighted Guardians to the field. All right, first one, space this totem occupies, so it's going to be over here. And then the other one, north side of tile UM32, which is this one. We'll just put it on top of the totem for now. Okay, so I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could go 7, 8 and get to the in range to actually attack the thing, which I kind of want to do. So yeah, I'll actually go up to here. It'll cost me another stamina, unfortunately, because I did the roundabout way of walking. Then we'll go ahead and do Blade Works. Imbued Fear. No need for Sinful Privilege. And we'll just attack and see what happens. Oh, and Exhaust Iridium Dagger. I did get a response that says yes, follow-ups can work, and they use the quick blow as an example. I mean, I figured that was the case. I don't know why it just kind of stood out as kind of something different for some reason. Anyway, all right, so gray and green. That's 12. This thing has 13 defense, so let's go ahead and pop our intervention token and just re-roll both. See what we get. I do even worse. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pop a Enchanted Piercings. 13. That's exactly a hit, so that's something at least. I do 3 damage so far. 5 damage because of Imbued Fear. Yeah, so it'll be... yeah, I'm just kind of seeing what I can do for damage here. Okay, so yeah, it's 1 shield, does 1 damage, 2 books means 2 magic, so 3. Beauty brings it up to 5. The Vow token will bring it up to 7. Follow through. Yeah, follow through will bring it up to 9. So I've done 9 damage so far. I could then do 19 damage to myself. Do a total of 28 damage. Use Ring of Blood to heal 2. So 28 damage. It does get to do a conviction check to see if it resists the darkness. It is just 6 plus the level of your highest core discipline, minus 3, so it'll just be a 9 for the DC. Alright, so not darkness, not that it matters. Then I'm going to go ahead and... Ooh, actually, yeah, that doesn't work. So actually, I need to keep that last point of stamina. So they'll take back 2 damage, so it'll be 26 out of 30. And then I'm going to go ahead and spend that stamina to go ahead and swap in throwing knives. And then I'm going to use a throwing knife and throw it. And throw it. I'll use an enchanted piercing to reroll that roll. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, and then I'll use the last throwing knife. That's 2 damage, and I need to do at least 2. Oh my god, you're kidding me. Zeke. We'll have Zeke pop a Bottle Blessing, force a reroll. Okay, there you go. I did exactly enough. So 2 and then 2, that's enough to kill it. That was a lot more work than I wanted to actually contribute to that. I did wound the monster, so I do get the vow token back. Alright, well that cost me a bunch of items, and he has 3 hit points left, so that's good. I do get to get loot. There's not much left in the loot pile, by the way. 12 gold. So that brings us to 181. Okay. All right, and then the second one is going to go 1, 2, 3. Yep, that does give line of sight. It's going to go ahead and take a swing at Damocles, if I let him. So I have a few options. I can try to dodge, which I can re-roll if it's against a different opponent. So it'll only be 1 shot. Okay. We'll give it a shot and see what happens. So we'll do too many belts and roll to dodge. I'll use Catsuit to reroll the dodge. Alright. Then it's going to attack me and probably hit. Nope, it misses. Okay. And then the key word here is it makes an attack against a different opponent. There are no other different opponents here, so... Actually, sorry, move to be up to range 4 from 2 up to 2 opponents. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll actually go here. So it'll go after nearest opponent and then a different opponent. So it's either going to go after Justice or Zeke. It'll go after Justice because Justice is further away. Or sorry, is further up on the initiative. So Justice is going to go ahead and dodge with Marbish Threads. Alright, I get +1 to this. It'll bring me up to 13. See what happens with that. You get 13 exactly, so you do hit. Actually, what I could do is I could have done, since her turn's coming up, I should have done this before the roll happens, but ineptitude would be -3 to the roll. So that would actually bring it down to 10 and miss. And then I get a free counter, which misses. Okay. As always, I apologize if I do things a little out of order. There's a lot to keep up here. All right. So that actually worked out, sort of. I burned a ton of items, but that's what they're there for. So we'll take it. Now goes to Justice. Justice will heal 1 because of Nirvana's Mark. And now she can say hello to this Blighted Guardian. Alright, so we have a few options here. The big thing here is I need to be in line of sight of, I need to be within SOI of the Living Ablation, and I would preferably want to remain out of range of the Crystal Water Loa, which has an attack range of 6. So I think that's going to be the plan. So right off the bat, she's going to spend 2 stamina to go ahead and do Bring the Shadows. Go here and then back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that puts her in range of the Living Ablation to potentially take some nasty magic damage. Alright, so I'll go ahead and roll my casting die for the Bring the Shadows. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm not going to bother re-rolling. We'll just take it. So 10 in total. Yeah, would have matched 17. Okay, so Bring the Shadows does nothing. We'll do Life Grasp next. Actually, sorry, we'll do Etched Console next. I have all this space now because Elifie's gone. Alright, 15's a hit. It's going to do 2 damage base and then another 2 from the books. So a total of 4 damage to it. And it's going to get an energy token for it. Alright, next we'll do Life Grasp. I can't target the Living Ablation because line of sight's being blocked. So we'll just roll for Life Grasp. 4. Alright. So 10 in total. I'm not gonna take the damage. Alright, resist it. And then last will be Gore Shot. Roll this. Oh good. Something that's not 4. So 12, which is usually what I get. So 12, I will use the energy token. And it's going to go ahead and do blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'll go ahead and pop in Aptitude. So it's going to be -6 for this. So yeah, definitely fails it. It's going to take 2 damage, and then I'll do another 6 on top of it at the cost of 2 health. And that'll be it for her. Next we'll go to Zeke. So Zeke is going to need to do some things. So first things first, spend a stamina to banish knowledge and start getting some haste up. We'll put haste up on Rook. I'm kind of seeing what my options are. Do you have line of sight to here? No. But I do have line of sight to there. Okay, that is what we'll play around with. Okay, so yeah, I'll give haste to be honest, we don't really need it for Rook. We'll give it to Justice. We'll give Barrier to Rook. I do have line of sight to Damocles, so I'll give him an intervention token again. And then I also give him Courage. Okay. Then we need to deal with this Blighted Guardian. It has 18 health left. Let's see what we can make happen here. So we'll go ahead and start throwing. I'm going to throw a red. Okay, 8 damage. So that puts it at 30. And I'm going to go ahead and throw the other one. Also 8, putting it at 28. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and throw a throwing knife. Okay, 6. So that'll finish that off. Alright. So Blighted Guardians are dealt with. Let's go ahead and draw our loot. 8 gold. Pretty much all we want is the gold. There is a unique item in there, but we can't get any more unique items because the entire bin is done. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and spend a stamina to move. And we want to go right here. This will block line of sight to the Living Oblation. Or sorry, we want to go here. This will block line of sight of the Living Oblation, but it doesn't block that spot there. So I'm going to spend 1 stamina to throw dynamite. The way I keep track of this is because it blows up on the end of the next turn. So at the end of this turn, I'm going to flip it to this, and then at the end of the next turn, I'll blow it up. So it goes there, and we'll just leave it there for now. Besides that, that is going to be it for him. Oh, right, wait, I need to do mend. We get ourselves 2 more heal tokens. And unfortunately, I don't have the stamina to spend it to heal anyone at the moment. Alright, and we get to put this back in the pile. Alright. Goes to Rook. So Rook has an SOI of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to move up. And then put out a font of renewal. And that'll be it for him. Okay. Next goes to Waterloa, which is out of range. Can't actually do anything. There's also no effects going on right now, so she can't cleanse it. Goes to Living Oblation. Living Oblation is going to cast... there's no opponent adjacent. There is an opponent with an SOI, but it hasn't taken any damage. And is there an opponent with an SOI, and this ability has not been used as a counter. So I'm going to go ahead and pop Minos the Contractor, which of course is this thing here. An opponent with an SOI is dealt magic damage equal to the rolled of their conviction dice. So Justice has 2 purples, does 7 damage to her, and she's getting inflicted with Condemn. Alright, so that's been resolved. The main reason I wanted to have this happen is I didn't want her to summon, and so that's completely fine for me. New round. Okay. Alright, nothing too crazy we need to work on. Alright, so yeah, what I'm going to go ahead and do here, it's Zeke's turn. He's going to get 3 stamina. He's going to heal from the Font of Renewal. He's going to go ahead and haste Rook. And then he's also going to give courage to himself. Actually, I'll give courage to Justice. And then give Mage Armor or Barrier to Justice as well. And then he's going to go ahead and spend a stamina to move. Oh, wait. Needed to flip that. Actually, I am not going to haste. No haste on Rook. So, He had 3 stamina. All these other abilities don't cost anything. I'll spend a stamina to move. I'm going to go right about here. And then my last 2 stamina are going to throw dynamite here and here. Alright. So that's the plan. I could trigger the red totem, but there's a good chance that's going to hurt me greatly. Because I have to run into the beam to actually make that happen. Alright. Then it goes to Rook. Rook is only going to get 2 stamina because he's carrying Remy. I'll go ahead and move up. One, two, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. He'll just hang out for a bit. Then it goes to Justice. Justice is going to heal for 3. Or sorry, she's going to see the during status. Should be during status. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and remove Condemn using the font of renewal and just heal for 1. She'll get 4 stamina because she is hasted. And then she'll just spend 1 to go move a little bit closer. Call it good. Living Ablation goes next. She is going to cast a spell. Its only target is going to be Zeke. So here goes nothing. So we'll start with spell 6. That's 14. Yeah, it's fine. And then we'll go ahead and roll the red and the thing here. So it's 14. Good luck on beating this. Oh, got close. I only have a 1 in 3 chance if I want to. Oh, by the way, the dynamite gets discarded because I used the last of it. Alright, so I failed the save, so it's going to go ahead and roll a bunch of purples and oranges. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It does 1 damage per book, so it does 7 magic to him. And then it says, this is a step I usually forget, then cast this spell again, prioritizing someone with the lowest armor. It'll be the same target, because he is the only target. This time I'm going to go ahead and do Ineptitude to give her -3 to her roll. Alright, 5 plus 6 is 11, -3, so it's 8. Oh my god, are you kidding me? You cannot be possibly serious right now. Whatever, I'll just take it. It can't kill him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does 8 damage to him, so now he's at 15 damage out of 21. Okay. Then it goes to Damocles. Damocles will get some stamina. And then that's going to be it for him. Alright. Next goes Waterlow, which is going to shoot at Zeke. Zeke is going to use Marvis Threads to dodge. Alright. So he has 16 defense. So that's 11, 12, 13, which is a miss. Also -1 because it's shooting through, so it would have been 12. So it misses, and that's the end of the round. So what's going to happen is this dynamite's going to detonate, which will detonate these other 2. So it's going to detonate all 3 of them. So what I need to do, it's 3 purples of irreducible per dynamite. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do it in sets. One of the dynamites is only going to hit the Living Ablation, so I'm going to roll for that first. I rolled 4. Good game. That's a heck of a hustle. And then the other 2 is going to hit both of them. Oh my god, this is the worst dynamite in existence. Look at this roll. Alright. So that is 14 damage. Doesn't even kill it doesn't kill either of them. That is ridiculous. That was a bad batch of dynamite. Alright. I'm just gonna put it down here because eventually we're gonna get it back. Alright, new round. Let's see what happens. Alright, Damocles goes first. I don't exactly want him to go first. He only has 2 perception. Okay, cat, get down. Thank you. Alright, well, he's going to get 3 stamina. And he can't really do much else, so I'm actually going to go ahead and have him move. Oh, also, I forgot to get him healed last round. He should have healed for 2. Let me check that. Be right back. Yeah, I forgot to heal from last round. So he healed 2, and then he's going to heal 2 this round on his turn. Anyway, spending his stamina to move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have to make a perception check to get through this, which is going to suck because his perception is awful. He has 2 perception. And I got 10 exactly. So that is exactly what I needed. Now I also triggered Red Totem, so let's go ahead and do that. If the encounter of Vesper is currently on the board, read A, otherwise read B. Okay. Viscera Aramid licks at its bloody scalpel, spawned the encounter Esper at the east of the space this totem occupied. Alright, so this is our first time fighting a Viscera Aramid. So get to show that off. Viscera Aramid. There it is. It's kind of hard to see because my cat's taking up about 1/4 of the screen at the moment. Okay, counter Esper. It says to the east of it, which should be there. And we need to add the encounter Esper to the board. Okay. So Viscera Aramids, they of course can debuff armor as expected. They can remove positive and negative effects. They can actually heal, which is really annoying. Sorry about that. They can do 6 damage, and they also have the ability to give out dodge tokens. And yeah, they're designed to be supports. Anyway, I just moved 1, 2. Sorry, I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will spend a stamina to keep moving. And we'll go this way. This will, of course, Baroque an attack from the Viscera Aramid. I'm going to dodge with too many belts. Alright, got 2, so that brings him up to 14 defense. Got to use the Living Ablation dice. Alright, misses, I'm not going to counter. And that puts me there. Okay, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and do Blade Grass, Blade Distortion. So they, I'm targeting the Living Ablation because I need to finish that off. So Blade works, Blade Distortion, Imbued Fear, and that's it. Alright, so she can't dodge and she can't counter because of Blade Distortion, so it's just going to be a raw roll, and we'll see what we get. That is a terrible, terrible roll. Alright, intervention and hope for the best. That's even worse. How are you this bad? So, no line of sight there, no line of sight there. Only person that has line of sight is Zeke, and he can't actually do anything. Alright, so attack misses. That's really, really, really bad. because I would have exhausted that, so that's going to be spent. All right, cat, get off the desk. All right, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and spend a stamina. Go ahead and get Bottle Blessing equipped. Then I'll spend 2 stamina to attack again. This time, same target, so Living Ablation will get the dodge. Not much I can do about it. Alright, so 15 defense. Also, since I miss, I lose courage. So this is a bad all around. Okay, that's a roll I could have used a second ago. So 18 does hit versus 15 defense. It's going to be 3 damage base. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. So 11 damage in total so far, which puts it at 29. So I'll just take a damage. Sorry, take a damage. Ring of Blood, the rest of it. And then that'll finish her off. Okay, Living Ablation is dead. Give me loot. Unique loot. There's no unique loot left, so I don't know if you draw again, but it doesn't really matter. There's going to be enough encounters for us to clear out the deck anyway, so I'll just take it as a null treasure. Okay, and that is it. I wish I could have done more, but unfortunately everything went wrong. Alright. So with all that said and done, that's Living Ablation taken care of. Viscera Aramid's going to go next. Otherwise, remove a positive effect from an opponent with an SOI. That would be... So technically there's line of sight here, except for the fact that it's blocked on both of the diagonals. And I don't have any positive effects left on Damocles because he lost courage a second ago. An ally with an SOI gains barrier. So she's going to give herself barrier because she's the only target. Is there an opponent with an SOI? Cast spell 6. Alright, so she's going to cast spell 6. So 8 plus 6 is 14. And I have white and red for my conviction. So failed it. It's going to take 6. So, all right, and then can it move to put put at least one ally with an SOI? Yes, technically. It can go. Well, actually, any figure that moves to this space. Okay, so yeah, so it's going to have to go through here. It has to roll a skill check. Okay, passes it. And then she has to keep moving. I could take a break attack, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. She does have nimble, so she will nimble dodge. Alright, she gets +1 to this, so she has a total of... Oh, sorry. I forgot about nimble from Living Ablation, the +1 for it. So it should have been... I still hit. It would have done 1 less damage, so I would have actually had to take 1 more damage. So I'm 19 out of 20. Go me. Anyway, so 4 plus 13, so 17. Good luck on hitting that. Okay, misses. It's going to go ahead and keep moving. Any space that's above this thing has to make a check, so make another check. This thing has a movement of 6, so 1, 2, and then 1 more. Okay, and then it's with an SOI. The ally with the highest defense other than Viscera Aramid with an SOI gains a dodge token. Combatants will use dodge tokens when attacked. So this will get a Crystal Loa will get a dodge token. Whew, this fight's gotten really messy because the dynamite was a wet or something, I guess. Alright, so that takes care of Viscera Aramid. Goes to Zeke. Zeke is going to get 3 stamina. He's going to heal for 2. Alright, He's going to go ahead and just spend a stamina to move closer. Not sure why I did that. Alright. And then we're going to go ahead and use a fight drive to attack. Viscera Aramid is going to nimble dodge, as always. Alright, so 15 defense. Give me 1 second. Okay, was just confirming it. Alright, so yeah, spend stamina to move closer. I'm going to go ahead and attack. Got +1 because of nimble, so that's going to be a total of 15 defense on the Viscera Aramid. I rolled 2 red dice, or sorry, I rolled teal dice for this. I think I was rolling the wrong attack dice before. Yeah, it should have been green dice, not reds. Alright, 15 exactly, that is a hit. So it's going to do base 0 damage and then +3 from shields. And then I'm going to heal for 1. So 3 damage to Viscera Aramid. This thing has 30 HP, by the way, so it's a pain in the butt. Alright. Then I'm going to go ahead and spend another fight drive to attack again. This time I can't dodge because Nimble's been spent. Okay, 14's a hit, so base damage is 1. 2, 3, 4. I'll do another 4 damage. And he'll heal for 1 with the other axe. Oh, sorry, she is barriered, so she actually takes 2 less. She takes 1 less from this attack and 1 less from the previous attack. So only 5 damage in total, which is super annoying. Alright, so with all that said and done, let's go ahead and... I should have given myself courage before all of that. That would have actually multiplied my damage quite a bit. Oh well, here... I think the plan was I was going to try to kill the Aramid, but the Aramid actually has 30 HP, which is a problem. So, I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and use the backpack. And then go all in with all this junk. Alright, I'm going to throw both. Alright, each of these is -1, so it's going to be 5 and 3, so 8 damage in total. And then I'm going to also hit it with the plank. 6 damage, so 5 damage. Okay, spend a stamina to go ahead and swap these out. For these. This time it's purple and orange. Each of these is -1, so 5 and 2, so 7 damage in total. Okay, and then spend that last stamina to go ahead and swap these out for the hand axes. Throw both, they're both purples. 0 and 4. Unless I have a way of re-rolling, which I don't. I mean, I could use fortune telling, but at this point, I don't want to. So that's all of that. I could just make an attack. And hope I hit, but these are going to be white dice. So chances are I'm going to miss anyway. Alright. Yeah, unfortunately that's it. Alright, yep. Let's go ahead and go with Rook then. Rook is going to get 2 stamina. He'll spend 1 to move. He's going to go ahead and throw a throwing knife. One damage, which is enough to finish it off. And this one was not summoned, so we do get loot from it. 10 gold. 199. Just piling these up. Okay. So Viscera Aramid's gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do have increased SOI with Hemlock and Sarah. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and cast Courage Stifle at the Crystal Water Loa and hope for the best. Alright, 7 plus 6 is 13. 11, so it's going to do 12 damage, which will kill her. Can't dodge it. And another 10 gold. 209. Okay. Cleared the board. So it goes to Justice next. Justice will heal for 3. Go to max stamina. Spend a stamina to move. 1, 2, 3. She has to make a perception check. Passes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, 4. Make another check. Fails it. So she gets stuck for this round. Alright. Then new round. Goes Damocles. Damocles will heal for 2. He lived life on the edge there. Gets 3 stamina. Oh, actually I had to do a re-equip. Did I do a re-equip? No, I spent a stamina and then did a re-equip. Or I did the re-equip, then I attacked, so should go up to 4. Sorry if I got that wrong. We're just going to move down to here, and that'll be it for him. Goes to Zeke. Zeke will heal for 2. And we're going to go ahead and get 3 stamina. We're going to go ahead and just use the backpack to get our good axes out. So yeah, I believe last encounter I was rolling reds for attack when it should have been greens. So my bad. That was against me though. So it was actually very much not to my benefit because I had less shields and less effective dice. Anyway, that is it. He doesn't have any other items to play around with. We'll go ahead and now haste somebody. He's going to haste himself. Also, he should have gave courage to somebody last round, but I forgot. So courage to Damocles, barrier to Damocles, haste to himself, intervention token to him, and that's gonna be it for him. Goes to Rook. He's going to get 2 stamina. And I'm just going to wait. His perception is not very good. Goes to Justice, who will try again. Spend a stamina to move. She'll recover 3. Okay, passes. So she gets all the way to here. I wanted to get on top of the objective. Alright, and then she can make a lore check. So this plus 6. Just barely got 10. Holy cow, what are these rolls? If they pass, they can disable the trap and the token is discarded. So trap is now disabled. And then she'll spend 1 last stamina to loot the blue loot token. This little box contains a small amount of gold. Gain 10 gold. As you lift the gold out of the box, a small contraption whirs and the wall behind the box slides out of sight. Place a long passage token on the 2 spaces south of the space this token occupied. Alright, so we get 10 gold, putting us at 219. And then we need to get a long passage token. There it is. It goes right there. So that gives us a path that doesn't require going through muck and water. Alright, that is it for Justice for now. And that's the end of the round, so we do get 1 urgency. So it is what it is. Alright, new round. Alright, Rook goes first. He'll get 2 stamina. He'll spend 1 to move. He'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and just hang out there for now. Alright, and then next goes to Zeke. Zeke's going to heal for 2. Get 4 stamina. He'll spend 1. To give haste to Rook finally. He'll go ahead and give courage to himself. No one needs mage armor. Oh, he'll give mage armor to himself. That'll work. It's a barrier. And then everyone has intervention tokens at this point, so we'll leave it at that. Also, I forgot that Rook could have been giving out intervention tokens this entire time. So many abilities. I'll spend a stamina to move. Down to here. Goes to Justice. Justice will heal for 3. And then she gets max stamina. She's going to go ahead and spend 2 to do Bring the Shadows. Because I don't know what's up ahead at this point. So 1, 2, 3, Totem. So it's going to be the yellow one. Technically, line of sight's being blocked by the patches for the green one. This one's a straight diagonal, so we can do it based off squares. So yellow. Alright, a small satchel sits on the ground. Place a green loot token on the southwest corner of Talium 30. Okay. However, what really grabs your attention is the ominous lever that protrudes from a rough cut in the rock wall. Perhaps it controls another one of those magical mechanisms. You glance around and see more small pylons around you. Place the red objective token on the empty space to the north of this totem. Okay. Then place a green objective on the empty space south of this totem. Lastly, place the orange objective token 2 spaces north of the blue exit. So go right there. Alright. An adventure adjacent to the red objective may make an encounter action to pull this lever and read the hidden text for the red objective. Your concentration is pulled away from the lever as movement near the exit catches your eye. Spawn 3 Frag Wars to the north of the blue exit token. Alright. So it says north of the blue exit token. Nope, wrong. Oh, that is the right one. That's Vibrance. Okay. There you go. So yeah, north of the blue exit token. All right, my movement has not been spent yet. I was right here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's trigger green totem. Yeah, green totem. Just checking something real quick. Okay. Water mixes with thick mud as it runs down the length of this hallway. Between you and the end of the hallway, you see the dormant metal pylon protruding from the water. Place a yellow objective marker on the water tile space on the north side of tile UM30. For whatever reason, I believe the latest version actually fixed this, where the yellow objective was missing. I haven't actually swapped over to the new version yet, or the latest version yet. So I'm just going to use a white objective to represent the yellow totem, or yellow objective. It has to be in the water. At the end of the hall, the water forms into a familiar shape. Beneath it, something lurks, sending ripples across the surface. Spawn 1 water loa on the water terrain space on or adjacent to this totem. Then spawn 3 merhounds on or adjacent to this totem on any unoccupied space. Alright? So, we get them. We get murky mercs again. Alright. So, it said specifically on or adjacent to a water space on or adjacent to this totem. So, we'll put 1 there. Never a dull moment here. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. 1 there. 1 there. I'm fine with doing it like that, I guess. On any adjacent to this photo on any unoccupied space. So I guess technically you could put it on land, but I don't think it actually applies for that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and continue my movement. I'm actually gonna go on the red objective at this point, and I'm gonna pull that lever. Well, actually, what's my movement rate? So I was here. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There you go. So I hit all 4 of them with magic. I might as well use it. So here goes nothing. Boop. 9 plus 6 is 15. We'll roll for Water Loa first. She doesn't have a dodge token. Fails it. Red. Fails it. What was it, mine? 15? Yep, 15. So it fails it. And fails it. So all of them are going to get hit with this. They all get darknessed. 6 damage to each of them. I'm not going to bother with the darkness at the moment. Or will I? No, I'm not going to bother with darkness at the moment, because I actually don't have line of sight to actually attack the merhounds now. Because of Submerge. Alright, so instead I'm going to pull a little lever. Alright, red objective. Make a lore 10 check. If you fail, something prevents you from pulling the lever and you spend a moment trying to get it to work. End your turn, and if you pass, read the section below. Alright. Oh my god, these rolls are scaring me. She does have lore 6, so it's 10 exactly. Alright. You notice a small safety latch hidden behind the mechanism. After releasing it, you pull the lever. It's stiff and it requires you to put most of your weight into it. As it clicks into place, a huge explosion of energy shoots through the cavern. All figures adjacent to the green and orb's objective are dealt purple irreducible damage. So these 3 are going to get hit for purple irreducible. 3 damage to them. Okay. Liquid seems to conduct the energy especially well. All figures in water and muck terrain are dealt 2 purple irreducible damage. 6 damage. Alright. To the west, the energy blast scatters debris. Discard all obstructing terrain tokens adjacent to the orange objective, and place a red loot token to the north of the spaces of the obstructing terrain occupied. After the energy blast, the lever resets to its original position. This token may be activated again. So these get blown away. And it should be what? Red objective north to the north of the spaces of the obstructing terrain. So it'll be right here. Alright. And then I'm going to go ahead and spend a stamina to go ahead and pull the lever again. I don't know if I have to roll each time, but I'll just in case. So we'll do the Frag Wars first. They take 2. And then I'll roll for the people in the water. 12 damage, that kills all 4 of them. Alright, and then I get to draw 4 loot cards. 9, 17, 26, 34. So 34 in total. So that brings it to 253. Alright. And that gets rid of you and you. And then I'll go ahead and spend my last stamina to pull one more time. Oh my god. Alright, passed it. I can't get a kill. There's no way. But I do 7 damage to them. As for the achievement, it's 5 monsters. I've killed 4 so far. Okay, and then that is it for Justice, unless I have... Yeah, I don't have any way of getting stamina, so... That is it for her. Goes to Frag Wars. They do not have line of sight at all, so they're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then goes to Damocles. Damocles is going to heal for 2. Get a bunch of stamina. He'll spend a stamina to get down to here. And that'll be it for him. Yeah, so that's blocked. Okay, then it goes new round. All right, goes to Rook. Rook is going to get stamina. So how much health do these things have left? That much. All right, let's try it. Let's see if I can be crazy here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to pull the lever. Alright, that's enough. He has 5 lore. The only thing that's adjacent is that one Frag War. 6 damage to that Frag War, which kills it. And it's going to do 6 damage to Rook because of his positioning. Okay. And that'll be it for that. Okay. Goes to... Oh, so that was my 5th monster. So let's go ahead and do the achievement. Gain 6 random consumables. So I'm going to shuffle once and take the top 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I only have room for some of these. take these, and the rest is just going to, I'm actually going to discard a throwing knife. And the rest can just go into the party stash. And this does give me a re-equip action, so I'll take it. Okay. Alright. And then that is Zap the Gak taken care of, so boom. Alright. We'll start with the Frag Wars. This one's going to try to get into range to explode against 2 people. No line of sight for shooting. So it's going to go to here. It will provoke a break attack. So Rook will take it. Alright, 14's a hit. So base damage 1. 2, 3 from shields. 4 from the burst. So 4 damage in total is enough to actually kill it. So that is a dead Frag War. And then the last one's going to shoot at Rook. Because, yeah, that's the only line of sight. So shoots at Rook. Rook is not going to dodge. 13, so it definitely hits. I'll be base damage 1, 2, 3. I'll do 0 damage. It will place a bulb. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Grab. Sorry, I flicked it over, but I didn't actually see what it said. Then it's going to try to go here. Now, this is technically a new turn, so I do get my break attack still. Break attacks are per turn, from what I can tell. But I will make sure that is the case. Be right back. Yep. So if, it says a figure cannot make more than 1 break attack per turn. So the keywords being per turn. This is a different turn, so I do get to do a break attack. So we'll do the break attack. Alright, 14's a hit, so it's going to be 1 damage, 2, 3. And then I'll pop an energy token and do 4. Actually, I would have gotten an energy token from the kill, and I'll just use that one to get the to do the 1 damage. And I'll finish that one off. Alright, so no explosion. Draw loot. 12 gold. Alright, goes to Zeke. Zeke will heal for 2. Get some stamina, and that's going to be it for him. He's just going to hang out. Alright, goes to Justice. Justice will heal for 3. She's finally at full hit points for once. We'll go ahead and pop the Zit here. Deal physical damage. Okay. 6. She does have 1 armor, so she'll take 5. Damocles will take 3. Almost killed him. And then Rook will take 0, because he's armored. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and loot the green and see what we get. Alright. You find a pile of treasure. The party gains 20 gold, but you also hear something behind you. Spawn 3 cubicles and an earthlow on the east side of Tal UM32. So that'll be over here. Okay. So how much was it? 20 gold? I'll take it. You thought it was over. What was the order? K-Sickles, then Earthloa. Alright, I'm going to get rid of some of these. There you go. Okay, and while we're at that, let's go ahead and clear that. Alright, Ancient Cave Sickles, Cerulean Earthloa. On the east side of Talium 32. Alright, put one there, one there, one there, and Earthloa could say hello to here. Alright. Green loot taken care of. And the question is, do I have line of sight? No. Just barely not. Okay. Goes to Earthloa. Earthloa is going to put barrier on K-Sickle 3. Actually, K-Sickle 1. Okay. Then it's going to move and go 1, 2, 3 and attack Zeke. Zeke is going to dodge using a cloak. Okay. Actually, sorry, not a cloak. I'm an idiot. Marbish threads. So 5 shields in total because of Marbish threads. That brings them up to 17 defense. 14. Okay, misses, thankfully. Can't counter because I'm out of range. Goes to Cave Sickles 1 through 3. So none of them have line of sight, so they're just going to move and attack. Move to be range 4 from the nearest opponent. We'll start with red. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So go after Rook. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And it's going to go ahead and shoot at Rook. Rook, actually, yeah, I'll just do it that way, I think. Actually, I'll do it this way, so I can at least get some SOI. Obviously, for the AI, for every person's turn, you always try to do what's best for their turn. But it's always going to be kind of, some of it can definitely be open to interpretation or opinion. So if you have a different view, that's completely fine, but it's best not to get too much into the weeds about what is the best AI move. Alright, so it's going to attack. Rook is not going to dodge, because he is Rook. You may have heard of him. So 12 is exactly a hit. It'll do 2 damage, but it'll be reduced to 0 because armor. Alright, then it goes purple. And then this one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll actually go after Zeke. So it'll go this way. It's going to be shooting through an ally. Zeke is going to dodge. He'll spend a stamina to dodge. Okay, +1 to this, so he has 15 defense. -1 to the attack because shooting through an ally. Misses. And then this one is definitely going to go after Zeke. Yeah, he has to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it's pretty much the same distance either way. So I'll go there just so I can keep the SOI. Zeke will dodge. He'll re-roll it using his Nimble Fighter, which is also per turn. Alright, he gets +1, so it's only 13. -1 to the attack. Alright, misses. Okay. Then it goes to Damocles, who's going to heal for 2. Go to max stamina, and he'll just hang out. He's not in a he's not in good shape right now. Let's put it that way. Oh, actually, I mean, if I really want to be cheeky, I could pull a lever, but I really don't want to fry Rook. So yeah, we'll just pass the turn. And no one's in melee for him to take advantage of yet. Alright, goes to Rook. Perfect. Rook will just take a step up as part of his move action. He is hasted, so he does get 3 stamina. Okay, spins one, and then he's going to spin one to pull the lever. Definitely pulls it, and then everything that's in the water is going to take extra damage. Does 4. This is irreducible, so armor doesn't matter. Rook can testify. Pull the lever again. Okay, good to go. Roll again. Does 12 damage, which will finish them off exactly. Boom, boom, boom. Bye-bye, Cavesicles. Alright, 7 gold. There's literally no loot left. Actually, there's 1 left, it looks like. 7 gold. 292. Alright. Then it goes to Zeke. Not much for Zeke to do right now. He is not going to be able to stand up to that thing. He'll heal for 2, get his stamina, spend 1 to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. That'll be it for him. Goes to Damocles. Damocles will heal for 2. Spend a stamina to move. Actually, no, he'll just stay in place. If he needs to, he could dodge. Actually, yeah, he'll move back 1 step. Because I'll at least keep him out of range. Yep. There we go. Goes to Justice. She's out of range of the font, so she does not heal, but she's at full. Actually, she's not in full anymore. Because she got hit with a bulb. Alright. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 movement's so much fun. Alright. So be like right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right there. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and roll my casting die. Alright. 8 plus 6 is 14. Okay, fails it. Do casting die worth of damage. Does 8 and gives darkness. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and use Etch Console. 12 versus 11 defense, so it does hit. Thanks to Courage, I do still do 5 magic damage because of symbols. And then he gets an energy token. Then I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, actually, she does heal for 1 from Nirvana's Mark. I forgot about that. Alright, next she'll go ahead and do Life Grasp. Alright, 9. So 15 in total. Let's go ahead and take the 6 damage. So that'll bring it up to 21. And I'm going to go ahead and do Ineptitude. So, and the energy token, so it'll be -6 to this roll. Okay. I think that's almost bare minimum. So 8 minus 6 is 2. And I got 21, so it's going to do 19 damage. Which will be bring it to 32. Then I'm going to go ahead and Gore Shot. 4. I will have to take that. So 10 in total. 9, so it fails. I'll take the extra damage to finish it off. Bam. Okay, draw. Nope, that is everything. Okay, oh, it's just bugged. Okay, so 7 gold was the last card. So 299. Okay, we're good to go there. Next, she's not going to do anything else this round. That's the end of the round too, so new round. Okay, goes Damocles. He'll heal for 2. And get some stamina. And then I'll go to Justice, who will heal for 3. Get stamina. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Enough to get there. And then she'll spend an action to go ahead and loot the red token. Alright, red token. Gain 1 uncommon relic. Okay, we get the wrist crossbow. So what this thing does is, per encounter, you can make a shot with it, and it only uses the symbol specific to it. It's kind of interesting. Obviously, it doesn't have much to work with, but what makes this pretty cool is if you have courage, for one thing, it will always get exhausted instead of used. But the other thing is you can use this to kind of prep another attack. So instead of spending 2 stamina to attack with your bow, for example, you could open with the wrist crossbow and then you quick blow off of that, or use the repeating crossbow ability off of that. So it definitely has some quirks to it that are kind of interesting. It's not useful to Justice at all, but it is still kind of neat. But it also says some other stuff happens. Spawn of 1 Earth Loa and 3 cave sickles on the south side of tile UM38, which is this one. So, was it, what's the order? Earth Loa, then cave sickles. So, Earth Loa, then cave sickles. What was it? On south side of 38, so I can place them anywhere to my benefit because it's her turn. Alright, so this will get messy, to say the least. She can't get line of sight because she is on a different elevation and not at the edge. So that's going to be it for her. So it goes to Cave Sickles. This one is going to go straight for... is it nearest opponent? Yep, nearest opponent. So it's going to try to be up to range 4, which there's no real way to do that with the edges there, so it's just going to move up. Then it's going to make an attack. It's going to attack Justice because she is furthest up on the initiative. Justice is going to dodge with Marbus Threads. Being on the edge, they still get SOI. Alright, I get +1 to this, so that brings me up to 13 defense. I should have done an aptitude, but I was an idiot. I mean, I could force a reroll if I really want to, but I'm not going to. So 14. So base damage is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll do 6 damage to her. Oh, actually, I'll do 1 less because attacking into hindering. It'll still hit, though. Next one will be purple, which will just move up here. Same thing. Justice will dodge with a cloak. Okay, 13 defense again. This time I'll go ahead and do an aptitude just in case. So 14, 13 because of hindering, and then -3 to that is 10, so it misses. I'm going to spend a stamina to counter. Alright, 14 versus, I think they have 12. Yep, so 2 damage base. 3, 4 from books. 7, 10 from burst, so 10 damage in total to it. Alright, and then the last one will go ahead and move up. Justice will dodge using a stamina. Alright, this time she has 15 defense. Misses, and then I'll spend a stamina to counter. 12 is exactly a hit. So I'll do 5 damage. Alright, then it goes Earthloa. Earthloa is going to give barrier to red. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. Goes to Rook. Now, to be honest, I don't really need to kill these at all, because there's no loot left to actually draw. But unfortunately, the Earthloa is kind of in the way. So Rook is going to get 3 stamina because he is hasted and carrying Remy. Heals for 2 because of the Fonto renewal. He'll spend a stamina to move. Actually, he is not going to spend a stamina to move. He's going to spend a stamina to pull that lever. Pull the lever. Okay. We're just going to pull purple die here. Alright. They're not in water, so it's just going to be a die roll. Alright, 3 damage to all of them. Okay. Pull it again. That's a pass. Pretty much as long as he rolls at least a 5, he's good. Alright, 6 damage to all of them. That kills that one. Okay. Pull it again. Good to go. 2 damage. Kills that one. And then pull it one more time. Okay, and that finishes off the Cave Sickles. And that just leaves the Earthloa. Alright, goes to Zeke. He is within range, even through the walls. 1, 2, 3. Yep, he'll heal for 2. Alright. He gets stamina. So spend a stamina to move. Doesn't really have any good options, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. He'll spend 3 stamina to attack and empower. Okay, 18 versus 12 defense, so that's going to be 6 damage base. He has 5 armor, so it's going to be 1 damage. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 14, 17. 17 damage, which puts it at 34. And he'll go ahead and tap an axe to heal for 1. And that's unfortunately all he can do. He almost killed it, just by himself. And that's it for the round. New round. Alright, Damocles. Damocles was kind of out of the commission after he bled himself dry. So he heals for 2. And then he's going to do Blade Works, Sinful Privilege, Imbued Fear, using the target of the Earthloa, because it's adjacent to Zeke. And we'll go ahead and roll and see what we get. Not going to empower. So 13 is a hit. So base damage is 1, 2, 3 from Imbued Fear, 4, 5 from Courage Shields. So it's going to do 0 damage at that point. Then it's going to be 3 from this burst. And then another 2 from the book. So 5 damage in total, which will kill it. Okay. Then it goes to Justice, who's going to heal for 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep, heals for 3. And we'll just pass turn at that point. Goes the Rook, he'll heal for 2. Anyone need inspiration? Or intervention, sorry. Okay, goes to Zeke. Zeke's at full, so he's good to go. So, a new round. So far we have 1 urgency. Zeke's good. Damocles is going to heal for 2. Well, actually, he heals another 2 from Ring of Blood. Then he heals from 2 for 2 for this round. Also, I forgot to give him a Vow token from that last attack. So there you go. Then that is it for Damocles. Goes to Rook. Rook will heal for 2. And then Justice will heal for 3. And then we'll get a urgency from that. Rook's at full. Justice will heal for 3. Damocles will heal for 2. Everyone else is full. Get an urgency, and then last round. Alright, Damocles will heal for 2. Justice will heal for 3, and then run to the exit. Okay. And didn't really need to do that because we get to go through a full restore. Every party member gets 1 experience. So +1, +1, +1, +1, +1, +1, and +1. There you go. So all these tokens go away. All these tokens go away. We didn't even use the heal tokens, which is a good sign. Oop, didn't mean to grab the card. Oh, also, it's the end of the encounter, so each of them can get 2 consumables of their choice. Damocles will take not that card, because that's not what I clicked. Grab that. Zeke will get his dynamite. And he'll get a throwing knife while we're at it. There we go. And that leaves all that's left in the deck as 2 cards. Alright. These all go away. These go away. Okay, I think that's everything. Alright. Also, I guess since we're restoring, the active group can trade amongst themselves. So I'm actually going to go ahead and use this as an opportunity to go ahead and shift some things around. Namely, Zeke should get this. Also, I did screw up here. I needed to discard 1 more card. It's either that or I put 1 more thing in the stash, but yeah. He can have up to 4 consumables, but his pack size is still 3, so this should actually be in here. Anything else I forgot? You're good to go. Yeah, everything else I think is okay. Make a ranged attack, blah, 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 blah. It's kind of interesting, to be honest. Let's give the wrist crossbow to him. If he ever needs it. We do get to unflip this, so that's nice. So we can do this now. Alright, and that should be everything. Next will be Rook the Rescuer, which is page 247. Which will be all of that. Hey, look, it's an uncommon axe. Alright, so overall pretty good. The achievement only got us a consumables, which, I mean, that's not the worst thing. We kind of already had what we needed, though. Let's make sure that's... Yeah, we still have the Hooked Vine, just in case. But they really, I guess the key thing was getting the Relic. The Relic would be good on somebody like Nightingale, to be honest. Because Nightingale could use that to kind of set up her quick blows and things like that. But it is what it is. It also has, does it have the same dice? Yeah, it has the same dice as the bow. Alright. So with all that said and done, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I am the Depressed Eeyore. This was Middara on Tabletop Simulator. And when we come back, we'll do some story stuff. See you guys.